Alright, how's it going, everybody? My name is Infamous Isaac, and I'm here with a video on Rush Hour, a movie that I've heard, honestly, a lot of good things about. I wanted to watch it after I finished Uncharted, so I immediately got to it, and man, this is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. Oh my goodness, this movie is fire. Like, I'm gonna give you the rating right now without spoiling it. This movie's an 8.5. This movie is so funny, bro. Oh my gosh. Chris Tucker, Jackie Chan, God duo, bro. These two are hilarious together. Actually, peak buddy cop movie duo. Like, I don't know how else to explain it, but without spoiling stuff. Like, it's such a good movie. If you haven't watched it, you're just like, you're black or you're Chinese or Asian, you'll enjoy it. Generally, like you will enjoy it if you have a sense of humor. It's such a funny movie, and even if you're not, you'll still enjoy it because I'm Hispanic, bro. I'm neither of these two, so it was such a fun watch. Like I know I don't watch a lot of movies, and when I was growing up, I didn't watch any of these type of movies where it was like, oh, black lead and it's a funny homegrown movie type stuff. Like I didn't watch any of this, so watching it now, I was like, yo, this is fire. This movie was fire. I know there's a bunch of other stuff that I have to watch, but starting off with this one, and there's three of these too, so hopefully I can tackle all of these and just see how it goes. But overall, I enjoyed it. Genuinely enjoyed it. But let me get into the spoiler stuff. So, this movie takes place in LA with Chris Tucker, aka James Carter, and he's an LAPD officer. You also have Jackie Chan, who's Lee, and he's a Chinese officer. And both of them collide when one of the Council Han, his daughter, he's an important Chinese minister or prime minister in China. His daughter gets kidnapped by John Tao and some other people, and they get brought over to the U.S. And so now Carter gets assigned to an FBI unit as quote unquote like buying time type stuff, where he's meant to distract Lee so he doesn't get in the way of the American affairs. But in reality, both of them together are doing more than the actual U.S. affairs type stuff, the FBI. So Carter and Lee are going around doing this. They go from hating each other in the beginning, like going against each other, to in the end, basically becoming best friends, helping each other out, saving the girl's life, all that stuff. And throughout the movie, you see other side characters like Carter's, like I guess like hook up on the side in the LAPD office. You have Lee and his Council Hall and his relationship with him. Oh, Breaking Bad just showed up on the screen. Let's go. God tier show, bro. God tier show. But you have all the relationships that connect those two and how they come together and just how they basically develop the characters. One thing I do like about this is how the main two characters are really developed once you keep watching the movie and stuff. I really enjoyed it. But again, it's just them going around LA, basically trying to find Huan Tao and who the real mastermind is, and seeing, all right, how do we save this girl's life? Because Council Hall, my man goes from like worried to completely distressed, bro. My man was struggling by the end of the movie. So at the end of it, they have this fire scene. Ooh, Cyberpunk Edge Runners just showed up as well. Fire. But at the end of the movie, what was his name? Carter and Lee show up at this embassy. They have this crazy fight, amazing fight, and lo and behold, they saved the girl's life. Fire, fire. But if I had to talk about it, basically, the the music was like it had Oriental type music mixed with some hip hop in the '90s, like late '90s, so 1998. But you also have what's this dude saying? Like just normal reference tracks like War, What Is It Good For, and Beach Boys and stuff like that. Just a bunch of Hollywood type stuff, and it was cool. It was cool. It added flavor, or not flavor. Yeah, flavor, but also identity to the movie. El Camino just showed. Oh my gosh, bro, added a lot of identity to the movie, which is really nice because this movie felt just fun to watch. In the beginning it was interesting, it was alright, but then it just started getting better and better and better. It was crazy, genuinely crazy. So music aside, you have the story. The story was fun. It was super simple. It was enjoyable to follow through, and it was just it kept you engaged even if it was simple. It was such a nice watch once like you get to the end of it and just seeing all that's happening, how all the ends tie together. It's like it's not complex, but it doesn't need to be because it's a cop movie. It's a cop comedy movie. That's all you need from it. But characters, Lee and Carter are the best characters, no doubt. Carter with his story with his dad in LAPD and why he doesn't have a partner, and Lee just with Council Han and just how him and Carter both come together to enhance their stories overall. And it's just they are the best choices to be buddies. Somebody who's honor bound and will do anything to help out his people, while somebody who's been scarred by the the thing that was supposed to protect him. You know, the law where somebody killed his father because of a ticket. Like it's two people coming together, both serving the law, but for different reasons. You know, one who's self-centered and just living like hedonistically, and another who's all about the honor, who wants to help people out, especially somebody who's helped him out a lot, like Council Han and his daughter. So it's like, yo, I mess with that. You know, I didn't expect that level of depth from this movie. I did not expect it. So seeing that, it's like, oh, that's fire. And one thing I hope that doesn't happen in the sequels is that they sacrifice that character for more comedy, like more serious moments, whether it's the action or the character moments themselves. I really hope that they don't sacrifice that because I can see that happening. Like let's say the first or the second and third movie, because once something gets popular, of course, you know it's gonna be, oh, what do people like from the first movie? Action, comedy, okay, we'll take that, and then we'll leave the story behind. It's like I really hope that doesn't happen because that was a big part of the identity of of this movie. Like it it made it better because it had that little level of nuance that other things wouldn't have if it was just surface level. So I hope that's kept. But overall, you know, this movie was hilarious, genuinely hilarious. I loved it from start to finish. Some jokes didn't land for me, but for it coming out in 1998, almost 20, well, yeah, almost 20 years ago. Actually, no, I think almost 30. I don't know. I can't really count. I'm dumb. But over 20 years ago and the jokes still land. That's a funny movie, bro. Generally is such a good movie to just have a good laugh at if you don't care about some of the jokes being dated. Some of them might be a little racist, like kind of racist, but again, I'm not here to speak on, or not again, but I'm not here to speak on your race and if you find that racist or not. But some of them are like, yo, relax, that's kind of crazy. Ooh, Fate Apocrypha. Some people don't like it, but you know, I enjoyed it from what I for what it gave. But some of them are kind of crazy, but overall the jokes are pretty funny if you just want to have a good laugh. So again, that was fire. It was fire. But overall, you know, this movie, 8.5 out of 10. It was such a good watch. Generally, I did not expect it to be such a good watch. I thought like, oh, you know, it's probably gonna be like a 7, maybe even a 6, but nah, it came through. It pulled through. It was funny, action packed. The final scene in the movie was such a fire thing to watch. Like, oh, I forgot to mention. I'm glad I remember this. The karate in this movie is so fire. Actually, so fire. Jackie Chan, my man, really had me on the edge of my seat just watching with bated breath because his action is so sick. Genuinely so sick. Oh, look at Huel and Jimmy pulling up on the Better Call Saul. Oh my gosh. But the action, genuinely some of the best action I've seen in a long time. Like, you have crazy action movies where it's like guns and fist fighting, but this action, like this comedy movie, actually has some fire action. I ain't gonna lie to you, yo. I ain't gonna hold you. It was sick. It was so sick. So if you want comedy, a decent story, some good characters, and action, this is your movie for you, yo. This is the movie. But I'm gonna end it here for now. Thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all enjoy, and I'll see you all in the next time or next video. Peace.